live. Good morning, everybody. And good morning to all of you that have tuned in on the stream around the country with us this morning. I'm delighted to see so many of you here this morning, but I'm also a little horrified. How come you're not at our Durban encounter this morning? This room is meant to be empty. Empty this morning. Everybody that I know of is down in Durban this morning waiting for Rob's arrival, which has been eventful. He was in the airport this morning at 7ish, missed his flight, and is on the second flight there and is arriving at 3 minutes past 10 for his 11 o'clock presentation. Stacey, however, made her flight. So she's down in Durban alone. So she's our backup this morning. But I'm glad to have all of you down there. I saw all the pictures of you guys driving down and everything yesterday. It's very, very exciting. And it's going to be a great morning down in KZN this morning. But for those of you who are up here with me and those of you watching live, and I think they've got the stream up live in Durban this morning as well, we're going to run you through this morning who DuePoint is so that you're fully equipped for the conference this afternoon. DuePoint, ladies and gentlemen, DuePoint, ladies and gentlemen, is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. We're a 7-decade-old insurance company, and we're a public licensed and listed local South African insurance company. About half a decade ago, we started this division that you're at this morning called DuePoint, and it was started with the objective of creating a tool that South Africans could use to weather the economic crisis that we're in. Even 5 years ago, we knew and recognized we were in an economic crisis. It just hadn't been made public knowledge yet. It's a little bit like the coronavirus. How long do you think they knew about it before they told us about it? Well, we knew we were in economic crisis back then. It just took a few more years before it became public knowledge. What does economic crisis mean? Well, it means, ladies and gentlemen, that you and me on the ground, because it doesn't affect the guys up in the clouds. So up in the clouds, guys are still driving their Rolls Royces. I saw them this morning. I've been driving around with my kids' soccer. Saw lots of Rolls Royces, Bentleys, and Lamborghinis this morning by guys who are not with us on the ground. Economic crisis means that for the guys like you and me on the ground, we have lost our ability to create income. We do not get to control our increases, our promotions, our bonuses, and we do not get to start new businesses or succeed as salespeople in an economy that is officially in recession for the second year in a row and will be again at the end of this year. We are in a position where we are left without option. That's what economic crisis looks like. Economic crisis is compounded by the fact that during periods of economic crisis, prices rise. They don't fall, which is a tremendous irony. You and I are earning less in our ability to buy every day. As the rand weakens, we become poorer, and every year we're not getting increases that catch up with inflation, and yet prices are skyrocketing. I don't know if you've been watching what's been happening to the prices. They are skyrocketing, and with the rand now plummeting again, they're going to get worse. We lose on both ends. That's what economic crisis is. And in South Africa today, we're quite famous for being very optimistic individuals and keeping our heads buried in the sand. It will come right somehow. Well, we knew 5 years ago that it was not going to come right. And therefore, we needed to create a tool that we could use on the ground that we were in control of to get and weather our way through the economic crisis that we are now in. And so we developed what we call the DuePoint system. It is a technology system, folks. It is not a system that asks you to sell things. We don't want to sell things anymore. We're done with selling. That's 1990s and it didn't work for us. We don't want to do presentations anymore. It doesn't ask you to do presentations, and it doesn't ask you to carry stock around with you. All of those things are of the past. None of them created economic solution in South Africa. Ours is a technology system that asks you simply to connect people to us. If you're able to connect people to us, then you're able to expose us to a greater market share. Greater market share means increased revenues, and those increased revenues we then use to create recurring income for you, or wealth as we call it here. Recurring income is income that's there every month no matter what you're doing. Now, this is very different from your experience up until this point. If you were employed, you only had income while you were working. The moment you stopped working, your income was gone. That's not recurring income. Okay? If you were salespeople, you would have known that only while you were selling were you making money. The moment you stopped selling, your money's gone. Shift workers, people that work with time, you know that if you miss a shift, they don't pay you for that shift. No, we wanted to create an income that was there every month, no matter what was happening in your life. That's what true wealth is. It's what the wealthiest people on earth have. An income every month, no matter what they are doing or where they are. In order for us to create that, we had to build it off of the back of our financial services. We're an insurance company at our heart. That's what we are. And therefore, we have these financial products that run on automatic debit orders every single month. They don't ask what you're doing in the month. They don't ask what month of the year it is. Automatically, every month, the debit orders raise and your income comes in. That's proper wealth. That is economic solution. It means that you connect people once and you create streams of income. We've never done that before. When they pay you your salary, you go to naught again and have to build up another whole month before they pay you again. Here, what you've done in the past begins to accumulate, and you start to get value from connections you've made before, plus the ones you're making now. It's proper wealth. It's proper economic solution. Folks, we built this system in South Africa. We know what all your concerns are. We know what your stigmas are. We know what your circumstances are. We know that you don't have time. We know that. But unfortunately, as South Africans, our "we don't have time" excuse is actually just not going to cut it anymore. Why? Because we're getting poorer and poorer. So whatever you're doing with all your time, it's not working. We have to change it. But we still understood it. We understood all the difficulties you would have with anything that didn't look and feel like a job. And so we created this piece of technology to offer you leverage in a way that fits into your circumstances. We must see about 10,000 people a month through this business. That's 10,000 different sets of circumstances. I have never met a person yet whose circumstances the DuePoint system didn't fit into. This piece of technology will work with everybody in every set of circumstances and will offer you a leverage of your time and a leverage of your wealth that you can only get in DuePoint because it's built in the South African context. It understands the South African circumstances. In addition, it's got built into it layers of protection that you don't get anywhere else in the South African economy and that are needed in the South African circumstance. You know, if you look at what's going on this morning, I was up early taking my son to a soccer tournament, and I was looking on the roads, the carnage on the roads last night. People lying upside down in buckies. At 7:30 in the morning, there's buckies lying upside down on the roads, you know. And then I go a little bit further and I see police and ADT and everybody around a house that's been robbed and broken into overnight. And a little further down, we park at the club and they've got checking you on the way in and checking your car keys on the way out. And I go, where else in the world do we think this is normal? Where else in the world do you think that that's normal? Normal to have this kind of thing going on. Now you see, when these things come in from overseas, they don't know what it's like to live in South Africa. But we do. We know that our normal is this carnage every single day. That's our normal. And so we build into our system, uniquely in the South African context, layers of protection you don't get anywhere else that are fine-tuned and made for South Africa. And we give you the entire system, the use of everything that is DuePoint at no cost. By simply being a product owner at DuePoint, you get the entire system. This means at DuePoint you've got choices. You can be a product owner of ours, and that's it. You can be a product owner that doesn't pay for their product. We're going to show you how to do that. And you can be somebody who picks up this tool and uses it to change the economic crisis that they're in. These are alternatives you do not have anywhere else in the South African market. Today, we don't have choices. No one has ever, in all the 5 years I've been doing this, no one has ever been able to come up to me and say, Brendan, no, you're wrong. I've got this other choice. They've never been able to say that to me because we don't have choices. But here, we've already laid out 3 for you this morning, and we're going to talk more about them. Folks, you don't have to be, you don't have to have any specific education or experience to do this. You're not brokers or agents or representatives or intermediaries. You're just somebody that uses our tech. And if you're able to do that, then you, like everyone else, is able to build an asset with us. These connections that lead to an income create what we call a channel. This channel is something that's yours. It's a real asset. It's something you can price and sell. And it's going to outlive you. When you pass away one day, this income you've made and earned during your life will automatically be transferred to your children and later to your grandchildren. We have created here at DuePoint an intergenerational asset. That's another thing that is completely unique in the South African context. How many of you will be leaving behind income and assets to your children when you pass away? What we know in South Africa is that we leave debt behind, don't we? Debt is something absolutely amazing in South Africa. I had this very interesting experience this week. I went to upgrade my phone because I'm on a contract, so every 2 years I go and upgrade my phone. And they said to me, the lady behind the counter, I've been at Vodafone since I was 17. So I have many decades of value there. And the lady looked at me and said, listen, you're going to have to do something about your credit score. You need a better credit score. I said, but I don't have any debt. And she said, that's your problem. See, my problem is that I don't have any debt. That's a problem. Isn't that interesting? That you see, when I say, is this normal? What's the normal for South Africa? The normal is that you're so totally inundated with debt that you have a fantastic credit score. The new normal. You know, when you say, can you do a compounding a list of bad decisions to destroy a country? You tell me, if we haven't, for 110 years in South Africa, have we not just done all the bad decisions? Okay? And now what we've done is we've put something in front of you. And we've said this thing is going to be the start of compounding good decisions. It's going to be the first good decision that we make to turn our economy and our country around, is by picking up a tool that creates intergenerational wealth, not debt scores for our children to pick up, but income, wealth, and assets for our children to pick up. That is what we have built here at DuePoint. And folks, we've made it simple. It's technology based. It means you just need to tap your smartphone. If you've got a smartphone, you can do this business. If you don't have a smartphone, you can't do this business. I'm sorry. But if you do have one, you can do this business. And if you're able to tap your phone, then you're able to start building channels of income with us. If you're able to build channels of income with us, well then others will see what you see this morning through the technology that we've created. They in turn will show others through the technology we've created this opportunity, and so on and so on. As your channel grows out, you have a platform that forms. We come along and we use this platform to distribute our products into. We do it, not you. And without a sale, and without a presentation, and without any stock being dragged around, you have created wealth. Wealth that we then distribute to you in two ways. Firstly, through our returns program. Our returns program will pay you R27.50 for every product payment in this channel you've created, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel the payment is made every month that those payments are made. So for instance, you're going to connect a few of your friends. Some will take products, some will make their payments. When they do, you'll get R27.50 multiplied by 200%, 55 Rand. Not once, but every month now when that debit order goes off. Every single month. It means that instead of chasing people to buy again every month, even if you're just in a normal sales job, you know that every month you've got to go out and beg people to buy again. Instead of having to do that now, you connect individuals to us once, and every month thereafter, that 55 Rand comes in. Streams of income. They take multiple products, you earn multiples of the 55 Rand. 2 products, 110. 3 products, 165, and so on and so on. This is insurance and financial services. People take more than one product because they have more than one risk that they're trying to cover. And you have this ability to create the income. So remember, I said you've got choices here at DuePoint. You can become a product owner, or you can become a product owner that doesn't pay for their products. 5 to 10 product payments here of 55 Rand, depending on the value of the product you take with us, and your product is free. What we pull out in the debit order, we put more in with our returns program. You don't have that choice at any other insurance company. I always enjoy that. No, but with my other insurance company, they give me parking tickets. You know, I'm like, well, who cares about the parking tickets? Yeah, we'll pay for your premium. Does your other insurer do that too? No, but I can put 11 members on my funeral plan at this insurer instead of the 10 that you offer. Yes, but at our one, you can have it for free. Would you like the 11th member, or would you like it free? Do you see the options that we give South Africans? Or you can become somebody who says, actually, I'd like to make an income that changes my economic crisis with this tool that you've given me. Instead of making 500 Rand to pay my premium or 250 Rand to pay my premium, I'd like to replace my income or increase my income or create an income that's exponentially bigger than I already have. All you do is you keep connecting individuals and you keep earning in the DuePoint system. We don't cut you off at any point. There's no ceiling on how much you can earn at DuePoint. It requires time and effort. That's all. The effort of getting out there and connecting people to us over time. If you do those two things, then the sky is the limit for the amount of income that you can create with us here at DuePoint. We use a very simple example to show you this. We call it 3 plus 2. It fits into all of your lifestyles, no matter how busy you are, and it demonstrates the leverage of the technology we've created. Folks, you can connect as many people as you like to DuePoint. You can do 1, you can do 100 every month. It doesn't make a difference. We literally have people doing 1 and 100 every month, where you can see the spectrum of individuals that are working across here. And some are wanting to have a free product, and others are wanting to have a change in their financial situation. You see it by how many connections they're making. But here we use an example that says, you're busy, you don't know lots of people, so just do 3 connections in your first month with us. Just 3 connections in your first month. And then every month thereafter, we want you to just do 2. 1 person every 15 days you're tapping your phone for. If you can do 2 solid paid people every single month, and you can do it over time, not in days or weeks or months, but over years, we can show you how even that little bit of effort can significantly change the economic crisis that we are in. Look at it. Do 3 people in your first month and 2 every month thereafter. We then marry that to the 5 years of people doing this behind you. We say, what did they do? How does it work out on average? On average, it says people that did that after 6 months were earning about 2,500 rand a month. 2,500. This is not numbers I made up. This is now based on half a decade of data of real people using the DuePoint system. 2,500 rand a month. Some of you might say, well, that's not enough. And I'll say to you, but you haven't been doing anything. You've been connecting 2 people a month. That's ridiculous. When I've got people doing 50, 60, 70, 100 in a month, you can't tell me that doing just 2 connections a month is doing something, because it's not. And yet, having done nothing, you're earning 30,000 rand a year with us at DuePoint. Because remember, it's not once off, guys. You don't get the 2,500 rand a month 6 and then that's it. Remember, this is debit orders, recurring every month. That 2,500 rand is every month going forward, 30,000 rand a year. Have you guys got another hobby that creates income for you? Have you got an app on your phone that when you tap, it makes money for you? Well, you now do. You now do. But it will require you to tap it. It will require you to connect people to us. We don't get anything for free, unfortunately. There used to be a saying, there's no such thing as a free lunch, but unfortunately, in our country, we've changed that, haven't we? There's lots of free lunches. But they're starting to run out, and the quality of the lunches is starting to deteriorate. Now, folks, we're going to have to build this up again with our own 2 hands. And it means that we need to be out there actively working and connecting people. Do it for another 6 months. Do it for 1 year of connecting 2 solid paid people every month. Based on the data that we have, you should be on around 9,000 to 10,000 rand a month in 1 year's time. How many of you are going to get a 10,000 rand raise at the end of this year? Hey? It's not going to happen, guys. Not on a 3rd year of recession. Here you have the opportunity to engineer your own 10,000 rand raise. You have that opportunity. Pick the tool up and do the work. Don't pick the tool up and say, well, I'll give it a try. Let me go and talk to my dad. Oh, my dad says it's a pyramid scheme. I'm quitting. Because I can assure you nothing will come from anyone who picks the tool up to say, oh, I'll give it a try and see. No, you need to get up now and say, I have no alternatives. Because we don't have alternatives. And therefore, I will pick the tool up and use it to change my economic future. Then it won't matter what your dad says. It won't matter what your friend says. It won't matter what the internet says. It'll only matter the outcome that you want with this tool. That'll be the only thing. Do it for 2 years. 2 years of connecting 2 people a month. 2 solid paid connections a month. And after 2 years, you should be on about 27,000 to 30,000 rand a month. That's 360,000 rand a year that you created for yourself. You can't get fired from. You can't get retrenched from. And it's faster than any 30,000 rand you've ever made in your life before. And all you had to do was connect 2 people a month. 2 people every single month. Sounds easy. But I ask this question to people. I say, when last did you commit to do something new and you did it every single month for 2 years? How many of you said this year I'm going back to gym? I'm going back to gym. I'm going to do it. And any of you still doing it? It's only the middle of March. Huh? How many of you said this year I'm going to learn to play an instrument? And 2 years later you were still smashing it every single day, every week practicing, going to lessons. It's an interesting thing. We are very, very bad with self-discipline in South Africa. We're very bad. And that's not a prejudicial statement. All of us. All of us. It's part of our culture. I'm very busy, but I'm too lazy. It's a very interesting cultural mix. As you get to know South Africans, you'll find them quite disappointing. You sit down and you go, no, I work hard. I'm at work 100 hours a week. And you go, okay, really, come to gym with me. No, no, TV, chips, please. Would you, however, commit to 2 years to something if you knew at the end of it you'd be earning 30,000 Rand a month? You see, can you keep your eyes on that long-term picture? Can you lift your eyes up from the now and look forward and say, I need to do this for 2 years because if I do it, I could potentially be earning 30,000 Rand a month. And how life would change. If you earned 30,000 Rand a month, how would life change for you? What if you did it for 4 years, or 3 years, sorry. If you did it for 3 years, you'd be on about 40 to 45,000 Rand a month. How is life looking on 45,000 Rand a month? But can we go for 3 years? Not 3 months or 3 weeks, but 3 years? I've had honest people in this auditorium before who've said to me, no. They've honestly said that to me. They've said, Brendan, no, you've got to give it to me now. And that's why we, of course, fall for all these things that come in, because they know that about us. And they come in and they say, we're going to make you rich. 450% return on my gold carrots or onions or something, and whatever, or come in and sell these Chinese things and you'll be rich in 3 months, or, give me money in the morning and I'll give you double at night. It talks to our mentality of, I can't do 3 years. I need the money now. But how many of you have ever got anything from those things? I know. We work at the Direct Selling Association on a regular basis. That's the kind of the unofficial regulator of this industry. And we see how no one ever gets a cent. No one ever gets a cent. Here, we say, here's the reality to wealth creation. You want to know what it takes to create wealth? Time. Oh, and that grates against the South African mentality. Oh boy, no, don't tell me time. But we got a couple of guys, quite a few thousand guys that we have found over the last half decade who went, I'm willing to put time in. And because they're willing to put time in, things like year 4 have happened to them, where they're now up to 60,000 Rand a month. You see, it's not like 60000, it's average. We've worked out the average, 61780. This is based on people who have come before you. 4 years in, 720,000 Rand a year. Can you do 4 years for 720,000 Rand a year? What about 5 years? 83472, ranging between 80 and 100,000 Rand a month after 5 years. That puts you in R1 million a year, guys. It actually doesn't matter how much you earn. I'm pretty sure everybody that's ever been through my presentation doesn't earn R1 million a year. I'm pretty sure of it. And in 5 years, we can get you there. Not 5 months, not 5 weeks, not when you speak to your dad who tells you this is a pyramid scheme. Guys who work through all of those people and keep going, and 5 years down have changed everything about their futures. Everything. Folks, this is an open book company. You can see the people. We don't have the 3 figureheads here. I always enjoy those, or the 1 figurehead. No. Here we've got thousands of individuals who've already changed their lives with the DuePoint system, changed them. And we've put them out, just a sample of them, up on our YouTube channel. Probably a couple hundred now that you can go and watch of individuals who've changed their lives in different ways. Some wanted their product for free. Some wanted a little bit of extra income. Some wanted to replace their incomes, and others wanted to shoot the lights out. That whole spectrum is available for you to see. You can meet these people. Some of them are in the auditorium today, and some of them have linked you to this presentation. And they will talk to you. You now have choices. Choices you did not have at 9:58 this morning. But you have those choices now of what you want to do. That's the first way we create wealth for you at DuePoint. We're going to be here all morning. Are you guys ready? I'm here until 2. The second way that we create wealth for you is through our XP Rewards program. Our XP Rewards program is actually designed as a training program. We're going to teach you how to do this business. Many people are afraid of it. I'm not good with people. I'm not a salesperson. I'm perfect. You're not allowed to sell at DuePoint. But I'm going to hold your hand, and I'm going to teach you how to create sustainable wealth with us. As you do the training, we're going to reward you with what's called XP points, experience points. They'll accumulate. As they accumulate and your channel grows, we're going to rank you up. When we rank you up, we're going to start rewarding you. We're going to start with a little bit of cash in the beginning. The cash will grow exponentially as you rank up. And then we're going to start throwing in useful tools and things amongst the ranks. At rank 5, we're going to give you a full business kit. It's everything you need to start showing people that this is something very different and very real in the South African economy. At rank 7, we're going to give you a 20,000 Rand set of imported, custom-made gold-leafed business cards. Real gold, not ink, proper gold leaf on those business cards. It takes about 3 or 4 months for us to make them for you. It goes to 3 different printers around the world. When you get them, you are one of a very, very select group of individuals who has business cards in South Africa with real gold. Now this is good, because if the South African Rand ever goes the way of the Zimbabwean dollar, you'll need the gold. You'll need it. So getting to rank 7 is super important just on that level alone. Those that then reach rank 9, they went the distance. They put the time and the effort in. When you get there, and if you're able to just maintain your channel size, you don't have to requalify, so you get there and you stay there. Every year that you do stay there, we take you away with your family, all expenses paid, 5-star business class. We go to a different location every single year. You can ask the guys that have come with us in the past, because yes, we've done this numerous times in the past. Nothing today is new. It is all well practiced and well proven. Every year to a new destination is nothing quite like waking up on the 1st of January and knowing that in December that year your holiday's already paid for, booked, and you're going to a new place with your family. And you know you'll be turning left on the plane, not right. Rob and Stacey had to turn right this morning. Yeah. We turn left when we get on the plane. Every time. I tease because the wealth engineers and my kids, the ruined children that they are, they've never turned right on the plane. But I'm waiting for the first school tour. That first time they got to get on a plane and fly in the school tour, it's going to be funny. I need to be there with my YouTube camera going. Huh? Donnie's kids don't know it. I know lots of kids, Patrick and Pumi's kids, they don't know. They've never turned right on the plane. They always turn left. And you have the opportunity to join us. We go every year. You have this opportunity to start living a life of wealth as well as creating wealth with us. When you do the work, when you put the time in, when this is more than just a fleeting make me rich now exercise, then your life starts to look like this. Oh my goodness. It's March and I need a holiday. It's March and I need a holiday. I remember those moments. I remember this picture. We've got this growing group of Rank 9s that's joining us every year. We've got 2 or 3 more guys en route for Rank 9 this year that'll be joining us with their families. I know we've already booked the whole plane, actually, on the place we're going to this. On the whole plane. How many of you are coming with us? How many of you are coming with us? Or are you going to go, no, this is not for me? I enjoy that statement so much. We need to put it up on the wall outside. No, DuePoint, it's not for me. Really? Is money not for you? Is this not for you? That's really interesting. Stability, legitimacy, a future heritage for your children, not for you. We have to make some serious decisions, guys. We really do. We're not mucking around here at DuePoint. This is not an advert. Last week, Saturday, I had a lady sitting around about there who got up and said, this sounds like an advert, and she walked out. I'm a chartered accountant. I have very little personality. This is not an advert. This is a discussion of facts this morning. We have built and proven a system here at DuePoint over half a decade that changes lives. We're just waiting for you to join us and to change your life. Changing your life doesn't mean 5 minutes. It means the rest of your life as you bend it towards DuePoint and you change everything about it. Folks, at Rank 11, we give you another useful tool. It's your own car. It's not branded, it's not financed or rented from us or through us, and it's not given to you and taken away. It's your car. It's your car. And you know what? If you were to receive one, you wouldn't be the first. We have had Rank 11s that have received their cars in the past, and we have another Rank 11 that's receiving theirs this month. That means right now, while you're still going, I wonder if anybody's even done this, there's somebody who's achieved Rank 11, and we'll be giving them their car on this Saturday, the 28th of March. If you don't believe me, come and be here and see it. Come and see it. There won't be just a handful of you here now, because everyone's down in Durban. It'll be all the people that are down in Durban back here too, and it'll be standing room only. Come and join us here on the 28th and see. This business is very real. It's not an advert. It's what it does. It's life-changing, and the people that are achieving these sorts of ranks are starting to demonstrate what a life change for DuePoint looks like. Folks, that's 11 of 28 ranks that we have. And we have people beyond rank 11. But we don't show you what comes after rank 11. You're going to have to come in with us. Stick around a bit and see what happens between rank 11 and 28. Folks, we build all of this wealth off of the back of our products. There's no maths, there's no mystery or magic behind this. It's all mathematics. We build it off of financial services products. We have a whole host that you can select from. The first one is our Access Wealth Plan. It's 334 Rand a month. For that, you get 2 separate products, your very own tax-free investment account and 125,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. Our next product is our Wealth Guard product. It's 249 Rand a month, and for that you get 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. Our third product is our Family Wealth Plan. It's 299 Rand a month. For the 299, it starts there. You've got a whole host of options. You can pick how much cover you want, how many people you want under the cover, and you as the principal member get 10,000 Rands worth of outstanding debt cover. Our fourth product is our Legal Guard product. Our Legal Guard product costs 249 Rand a month, and it gives you 250,000 Rands worth of legal protection for every single incident in your life. You now have a lawyer in your life for everything, from the review of contracts all the way down to criminal cases and everything in between. Debt counseling, trauma counseling, witness protection, you name it, they do it, and you've got a lawyer for 250,000 Rand per incident for 249 Rand a month. Our fifth product is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. It's 299 Rand a month, and it gives you access to all of our corporate suppliers that offer us discounts, prices, VIP services, account managers, packages, all of those sorts of things that we get as a major corporate, you now get access to, meaning that you can start adjusting your economy, getting more for your money. Now, folks, as I said, you have choices. Every single one of these products is a market leader. They are innovative, and they are different. So it does not mean that you get some substandard product here. No, you get the highest quality products in the country. That's what we do first. We are a listed public 7-decade-old insurance company. So you may choose today just to be a product owner, but you may also choose to have your product for free. As I said, 5 to 10 connections, depending on the product you have, and we put in more money than we take out every month. That's a bonus. Or you may say, I want the product because I want the high quality insurance, and I want to build a new economic future for myself. You, for the first time, have got choices this morning. As a wealth engineer, you automatically get 2 additional free services. And given the fact that we've got our coronavirus craziness at the moment, they should call it mad cow disease. Remember that? We weren't even that mad about mad cow disease, but boy, have we gone mad over the coronavirus. All right, well, nonetheless, we give you what's called our Medicall service for free. On our app, you have a telephone button. You're going to dial it 24 hours a day. You now have qualified nurses and doctors you can talk to for free. They will advise you anywhere in the nation 24 hours a day. You get that for free as a wealth engineer. Small children, looking after old parents, and everything in between. They will advise you and guide you. Pediatric specialists, frail care specialists, all at the end of one button you get for free. In addition, we give you our legal access service. Our legal access service is a lawyer at the end of the phone, 24 hours a day for you for free. That's what you get. You tell me when DuePoint is not for you. Everything we possibly can do in the South African context, we have done, because this is South Africa's solution. Folks, every one of our products and our services has a full review video, and I encourage you to watch it. We spend quite some time. We only ever talk to a little percentage of our book through the client service team, and we know generally it's our problem percentage. Everyone else is just getting on with it. It's the problem percentage. The problem percentage often say, I don't know this product, I don't understand. Here's the solution to understanding our products. You go to our website, our YouTube channel, or our app, and you find the video. And even if you struggle to read, our video will teach you every benefit, every term, and every condition of every single one of our products and services. So don't call in and say, I don't know or understand this product. We have the tools available for you 24 hours a day. Go watch the videos and you'll know what's going on. We wrap our entire business in what we call our Achiever Quest. It's like the third layer. You've got our returns, you've got our rewards, and then you've got our Achiever Quests. Our Achiever Quests get you cash quickly. All right? This is how we get you up and running straight away and how we sustain you as you build your recurring income. It starts and runs in every calendar month, from the first to the last day of every month. And it says that if you can put a certain number of people in and get them paid in the same calendar month, we will boost your returns and rewards. For those of you who are new, if you're in your first 6 months with us, if you can put just 5 people in any calendar month in your first 6 months, and get them paid in the same month, we'll give you $1,000 bonus on top of your returns and rewards. That can happen 6 times in a row for you. If you're able to do it in your first 6 months with us, it's an extra 6,000 Rand just for connecting 5 people each month and getting them paid each month. You following me? All right. It's super easy. People get like blurry, like, no, but what happens if they pay in April? No, it works in calendar months. Put them in this month. Get them paid this month. If you can do that and you can repeat that every single month for your first 6 months, it's $1,000. But if 5 is too little, which I think it is, given the fact that I've got some people doing 70, 80 a month, do 10. If you do 10, it becomes 5,000 Rand every month you do it. And that doesn't cut off after 6 months. That's permanent. You can do it every single month going forward. 10 people in, 10 people paid, a new 10 in, a new 10 paid. Every month that you do it, 5 grand boost on your returns and rewards. If you want to see more about this at 11:30, I'm going to get into the mechanics of this, so stick around. Folks, put 20 in, and it becomes 10,000 Rand a month. Put 30 in, that's 1 connection a day. That's tapping your phone once a day. If you're able to do that, we boost your returns and rewards by an extra 15,000 Rand a month. It's on the table. When you go back to your job on Monday, I want you to think about, as you're working away at your job, that you are denying yourself this. Because this is already on the table. It's waiting for those that are willing to take it. It's waiting. So as we go, but I'm too busy, ask yourself, what am I too busy on? Is it producing result for me? Because there are many in South Africa that have said, no, it's not. And they work on this every month instead. If you were able to do this every month for the year, it's 180,000 Rands worth of bonuses. 180,000. There's nothing in South Africa that produces wealth as fast as we do. And we work with bank accounts. The money goes in your bank account. It doesn't go into your computer screen like all these crypto things. Look at how much money I've got in crypto. Excellent. Cash it out, please. I'd like to see it in your bank account. We work with bank accounts. The money goes into the bank account, because that's where you can spend it. You can't eat crypto, but you can use your rands to buy food, pay for the doctors, coronavirus, and all of that jazz. That's what we do. Folks, everything about DuePoint is public. Go to the JSC's website, look us up under Conduit Capital. Go to Constantia's website, see our financial statements, our directors, emoluments, all of that sort of stuff, our BEE status, if you need to. Go to the regulators' websites. We've got 9 regulators that look after it. I've spent the whole week working with regulation. I just want to jump off a cliff. 9 regulators that look after our business. Those things that promise you money in the afternoon when you put it in the morning, they don't have any regulators looking after them. This is a regulated business. Go to the FSCA's website. You'll find our long-term, our short-term, and our FSP licenses there. We have multiple licenses, multiple, across the group of companies that is in with the Constantia Group. You're dealing with something that is very real here at DuePoint. If you want to become a wealth engineer today, super easy. You're going to do 4 things. Firstly, you're going to jump onto our website, DuePoint.net. You're going to read, watch the videos, do whatever you need to, then fill out the forms. When you fill out the form, it takes you about 3 minutes. You are immediately an active wealth engineer, not a single cent having departed from your pockets. Not a single cent. So gentlemen, you don't have to go home and tell your wives. You don't have to go and ask them, because you're not spending money today. You're not spending money. This is not a financial decision for you. Secondly, you're going to need our technology. That's how you connect people. Download it from the app stores. It's free. Thirdly, you need to know how to use the technology. You will not know how to do this business until you've watched the training. It doesn't matter who I talk to, close friends and distant relatives. I cannot get them to watch the training videos. I don't know what's wrong. Did we do something wrong? Instead of making you write out exams or write essays or anything, we said, well, just make a video. Watch the video and you'll know how to do this business, and people don't watch the videos. Why not? Do they not want to make the money? Watch the videos. Once you've downloaded the tech, you're going to open it up. At the top left-hand corner, bottom right-hand corner, you've got the menu button or the tools button. You click those buttons, and it opens you up into getting started. And getting started is just a series of videos. Watch all of them, and you will know how this business works. You will know how the technology works. And then get out there and connect people. That's the only thing we're ever going to ask you to do. Just connect people. Once you've connected 3 people, you start earning. 3 connections, you start earning with us at DuePoint. You can do that before this evening. You can connect 3 people. That's how simple it is. You don't have to do a presentation. You don't have to bring them here. This is just the studio where we broadcast and record from. The tech is in your hands. Connect 3 people by this evening, and you start earning with us here at DuePoint. Everything's online for you. You want to watch our live broadcasts? YouTube. You want our social media content? On Facebook. Find us there right now. You'll see we're the biggest Facebook page in the financial services space in South Africa. Go find us there. Yeah, this is not new. You might not have heard of us before today, but this is not new. We've been doing this a long time. Podcasts, if you want to listen instead of watch, we've got all the critical stuff there for you. And then we've got an online store where you can buy all the tools that you need. Those of you who are here, you can buy them across the counter here. They're in the glass cabinets. For the rest of you around the country, go to our DuePoint website, click store. The store will open up and you've got everything you need. You struggle with data, the USB sticks have got our introduction presentations, etc. on them. You want more exposure to people showing that we're legitimate, get the business cards. You want to start conversations, shirts, caps, pads, pens, backup batteries for your phones. Whose phone is not on 6% already? I know you guys are going to come to me afterwards. Have you got a charger? I do, right there. And it says DuePoint. People say to you, what's DuePoint? You go, let me tell you about DuePoint. We've got all the tools and more than this picture on our store. Get them and use them. Guys down in Durban, enjoy the encounter at 11 o'clock today. We're going to be in PE next. We'll get out those details for you during the new week. But I think today is going to be a fantastic day down in Durban. Enjoy it. We've got 600 odd booked tickets. It's going to be massive down in Durban. And I'm just hoping that Rob gets there. Hopefully he doesn't miss his Uber. You know, he missed his flight. Let me see here. And just, I won't know exactly. Let's see here. Yes, there is a picture of him at the venue. All right. Okay, we managed to get him there. Durban is going to be amazing. In fact, Stacey's just sent me that picture now. I can see it's packed to the ceiling. Awesome. Durban is going to be fantastic. Enjoy it, guys. 11:30 today, folks. We're going to have our launch workshop. We run it every Saturday. It's 30 minutes with me where I'm going to show you the mechanics of this business and how to earn quickly with us. If you don't want to be just a product owner, you don't want to just have 5 or 10 connections to cover the cost of your product, but you want to make money, real money with us, and you want to do it quickly, 30 minutes with me at 11:30 today. We're going to be broadcasting it, so those of you who are out there, tune back in at 11:30, and we will show all of the new wealth engineers how they can use this tool at an accelerated rate to make money with us at DuePoint. Guys, we believe that we've done everything required to create a tool that will succeed in South Africa. We've then spent the last half decade proving that it does work. Now we're just waiting for you. If you have questions and concerns, come and ask them. Don't leave with the wrong perception. Don't think this is an advert. It's not an advert. It's well beyond an advert at this point. Get up, come ask your questions, get your minds cleared and settled on what this is, and then pick up the tool and come and join us in creating wealth. If you're around the country, call our client service team Monday to Friday. They'll answer any questions that you have. All right, we're going to be live again at 11:30. I'll see all of you back then, and I'll see all of you guys outside. Thank you very much.